What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Show. I'm Steve Trezza.
I'm Devin Burke.
And I'm on the wrong side of the camera. It feels a little weird over here.
Yeah, I sat here first, so he had to deal with it.
Whatever. Anyway, we've got our Flash Season 2 review that we're going to go over.
Yeah, we are.
And as always, we will get into spoilers. We'll keep it a little spoiler-free until we hit the recap, and then we talk about what we like, what we didn't like, what we want to see for next season. So, Devin, if you can sum up the Flash Season 2 in one word, what would it be?
A little better than the first season.
Really?
Yeah.
If I could sum I think you're wrong completely. But I would say still good. Now, that's two words. Still good, but I don't think it definitely did not have as big of an impact as season 1 had. I thought that it dragged at times. The villain Zoom wasn't as terrifying as the Reverse Flash. You wanted to know a lot more in season 1, and here you're just kind of like, eh. But it was still good.
But I felt like in this series, you actually got to see Barry developed as a person and as a character more than you did in season 1, when literally all of season 1 was more Barry get faster so you can become stronger.
I agree with that. Well, this season was a lot more personal for Barry.
Yes.
I think. But I can see where you're coming from on that, but I was much more entertained in season 1 than I was in season 2.
I was actually more entertained with this one, but
anyway, enough of that. Right now, beware, we're going to talk about spoilers. With that, we're going to give our recap from season 2. So here it is, the recap of Flash season 2.
Flash Season 2 kicks off where Season 1 left off. After Eddie shot and killed himself, a singularity is created, opening a bunch of portals to a parallel universe known as Earth 2. Shortly after Barry manages to close the portal, it is revealed that a plethora of Earth 2 metahumans have been transported to Earth 1. One of these metahumans is Earth 2's Flash, Jay Garrick. Jay tells Barry of a speedster known as Zoom who will stop at nothing to become faster.
It is revealed that Earth 2 Harrison Wells' daughter, Jessie, had been captured by Zoom, and Zoom is threatening to kill her if Wells doesn't bring him Barry's speed. Instead, Wells travels to Earth 1 to help Barry and the Star Labs team stop Zoom. Zoom rests in the shadows, sending more and more of Earth 2 metas after Barry. Barry defeats meta after meta with the help of his friends and family, and still finds time to band together the Legends of Tomorrow and maintain a short-lived relationship with Patty Spivot. We miss you, Patty.
This season tore at some heartstrings when we see Barry reunited with his father after he is released from prison. Joe learns he has a son and Iris a brother when Wally West moves into Central City. In the end, we also see Zoom emotionally torture Barry as he makes Barry watch his father die.
Zoom is actually revealed to be a murderer from Earth 2 known as Hunter Zolomon. And yes, he's so fast that he can make a speed remnant of himself. Kind of like a clone, I guess. The speed remnant is none other than Jay Garrick! After many battles with Earth 2 baddies, Cisco finding his vibing powers, and Earth 2 Wells' jerky comments and whispering,
"Don't touch me."
Zoom challenges Barry to a race. If Zoom wins, all the other Earth dimensions will be destroyed. Barry accepts the challenge and creates a speed remnant of his own. As expected, Barry defeats Zoom, and he answers to a pair of time wraiths, hinting at him becoming the Black Flash.
After the loss of his father, Barry travels back to the past to his mother's death and defeats the Reverse Flash, meaning the future is completely changed and hinting at the Flashpoint Paradox story of Season 3.
You're safe now.
So there you have it. That is the recap of Season 2. Now we'll get into what we liked, what we didn't like, and give a little bit of our predictions, what we want to see in Season 3, and obviously grade it. So, Devin, what did you like about The Flash Season 1?
All right,
Season 2,
Yeah.
for that matter.
What I liked about Flash Season 2 is that it really brought in the whole Earth 2.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of, you get to see other alternate characters and also some new characters that brings this about. I remember before we used to predict that Patty Spivot was like, oh, she's from Earth 2.
Yeah.
And we always were predicting that. But no, she was just an awesome character.
She was.
And,
she was one of the better characters this season, I think.
For a while, she was Barry's girlfriend. But then, she finds out that he's the Flash. In fact, in this episode, this whole season, a lot of people find out that Barry's the Flash.
A lot of people know now.
Yeah, like even his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, Linda Park, that's right. Who will later become Wally's girlfriend, possibly. In the comics, at least.
I don't know. I think she left town, I think.
I don't remember.
That's how it usually happens. You know the Flash, you gotta leave town. Except for these guys.
And we got some King Shark.
I was gonna bring up King Shark.
I liked King Shark in this season.
We see him twice, I believe.
We do. We see him for a second, and then we see him in that episode that Diggle came over.
Yeah, when the budgets came in.
Yeah. He doesn't really fight him. He just kind of like runs. But it was cool. Whatever. He looked cool.
Yeah.
So that's all that mattered. I like those characters like that. Gorilla Grodd, he was in a couple episodes.
I'm glad because, it kind of left a little loose end from season 1.
I think Zoom was a little underwhelming. There was that whole I guess we'll talk about that and what I didn't like. But I agree with you. Earth 2 was awesome. The inclusion of Earth 2 was awesome. The episode where they go to Earth 2 was awesome.
Yes.
It was very fun. I thought that it was a good season.
Not only that, but probably the character that probably stepped up most besides other than Barry had to be Cisco. Because Cisco got his powers, still, he was very unsure about his powers. He was still, upset being a metahuman, but then, he's like, oh, wait, my friend's the Flash. Of course, why would I ever be upset? And then, he still has his humor. That was probably what I was always happy to see.
And in the last episode, it was either the last or the episode before last, we saw him use the actual vibe, like tremor power that he has too, which that was cool too. So looking forward to that in season 3. Anything else you want to say about the good?
Mostly that. Nah, not really.
The acting's still pretty good. The writing, for the most part, is still pretty good. I think it declined a little bit, but it's still good. It's not Arrow.
We'll get to that.
Okay, so let's talk about what we didn't like. So, what did you not like about The Flash Season 2?
Okay, what I really disliked about it was the whole Wally West's mother type of thing, where we first find out about Wally was with Joe's ex-wife comes back in after leaving. She says, oh, you have a son, and I'm dying, so please take care of him because I'm dying. Also, he's an adult, but I'm dying. But that's how it felt. It just felt so forced to bring Wally that way.
Yeah, I agree. They could have brought him in another way, I guess, but whatever. But I like the inclusion of Wally. That didn't really bother me that much. I just felt it took it longer for this show to actually get onto the main story.
Yes.
Than it did last season. Last season, I feel like we had Villain of the Week for a few episodes, and then it was kind of like Reverse Flash throughout the rest of the season. For this, I feel like it was Villain of the Week, 2 Zoom episodes, Villain of the Week, a Zoom episode, Villain of the Week, finish off with a couple Zoom episodes.
Yeah, in fact, the 2 episodes before Zoom was the Kevin Smith episode, and that still felt like filler, even though it was supposed to be a major plot point.
I feel like there was a lot of filler episodes this season. And while some of them were good, some of them were just forgettable.
Exactly.
I don't know if there was any really, really bad ones, but...
Well, I mean, you had a whole episode, well, this is also with Arrow as well, you had a whole 2-part episode dedicating basically to build-up of Legends of Tomorrow.
I didn't think they were bad, though.
No, they weren't bad. In fact, it was more of a Flash episode, I felt like, than an Arrow Flash team up.
Yeah.
Because you had to deal with Barry running back in time
to save everyone.
And you see everyone die in a nuclear explosion.
Yeah.
So you had that on Barry's chest too. It's everyone died and I just saved everybody and I just committed so many laws of physics. Yeah. Broken them.
The Legends of Tomorrow episodes were okay. I had no gripes about them. And yeah, some of the filler episodes were good, but I just feel like, I don't know, I wasn't as invested with this season as I was with season 1, maybe because it was new, but I just feel like it wasn't as interesting for me. But I still enjoyed it. In the end, Barry goes back in time now to save his mom because he's just fed up. So he goes back in time and he defeats Reverse Flash. His mom doesn't die. We know that happens in the comics, and that's what creates the Flashpoint paradox. What do you think of this do you think this is going to have repercussions for next season? Because it looks like they're going to do Flashpoint Paradox next season.
I believe they are. Here's what I'm fearing if it goes this way, is that this is just going to get solved in just one episode.
I think it's going to be...
Like, I hope it's
I think it's going to be like 4 episodes. It's not going to be a whole season-long story. It's going to be a few episodes. They're not going to have Thomas Wayne or even Batman in it because they can't. But I look for Green Arrow to be the Batman from the Flashpoint comics.
He's basically is like Batman at this point. Find Ra's al Ghul in this season 3.
And they might even get his father from the show to be the Green Arrow in the Flashpoint Paradox
remember
story.
in the Earth 2 episode of Flash that we saw, in the newspaper, it said Arrow's dad was captured as the Arrow. Yeah. So that already happen.
It could be foreshadowing.
It could have been foreshadowing
for the next season. But I guarantee you that's probably going to happen.
I don't know. I still feel like they're going to make the Reverse Flash come back as the villain again. But actually, not Wells' Reverse Flash. The
Eobard Thawne.
That actor.
I'd be cool with that.
Because we didn't get much of him. We only got one episode of him. Like, he actually does come back again in season 2 of Flash for like one episode. But I do want to see more of that version of Reverse Flash. Don't get me wrong. I liked Harrison Wells' Flash, Reverse Flash, but...
And now he's there to stay. Which I actually like this version of... I like the Earth 2 version of Harrison Wells more than the Earth 1 version.
Oh, just the asshole good guy instead of just
he's just like a jerk
instead of
good
like
guy.
pretending to be good guy.
Yeah. Although his acting in the first season I thought was a little bit better, I enjoy the character more in the second season just because he's such a jerk, but he's good at it and you like him.
I'm sure you like the episode when we find out first about the time race when Barry had to travel all the way back to season 1 with Pied Piper, and so he had to meet Harrison Wells
from season 1,
who is Reverse Flash. Yeah. So you had to deal with that whole emotions of like, okay, Barry has to act, but you just have to watch that episode.
Anyway, let's get into the grade. Now, before we get into the grade, we're going to have our other nerd, Joe. He wants to give his thoughts on The Flash Season 2. So, Joe?
Hey, everybody. Just want to say I hope Flash Season 3 isn't as bad as Arrow Season 3.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so I agree. Anyway, Devin, what did you grade 1 to 10? What would you give The Flash Season 2?
Well, I don't remember what grade we gave it for the first season of Flash.
I think I was close to a 9, but I don't think I gave it a 9.
But I want to give this season 2 an 8. Like, it was still very good, very entertaining, but yet it still basically kind of felt like the same format it took from season 1, which is a little pullback. You just said season 2 was better, and now you're giving it an 8. An 8's good.
But it's not as good as what you gave season 1. I guarantee it.
I don't remember. Was that in that review?
I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, I think so. I'll put an annotation for our season 1 review, but it's probably our production has gotten way better since then, so it's probably bad. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Okay.
So that's a 7.8 because we round up.
Stop saying the numbers when we don't know math.
No, it is. It's 7.8. It's actually a 7.75, but yeah. But we round up, so 7.8. 7.8 Flash Season 2. So if you like what you saw here, please check out all of our other segments over on our channel. Check out all of our other reviews. We've got Legends of Tomorrow. We've got Arrow. We've got tons of other shit. Like, favorite, subscribe if you haven't yet, and we'll see you guys over there. See ya. For more nerd videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media.